two-wheel trends. 2025 Kawasaki VERSYS-X 300 has officially arrived, and it is a machine that perfectly represents the growing demand for compact adventure touring motorcycles. In a world where riders are increasingly looking for a balance between performance, practicality, and affordability, Kawasaki has decided to refresh its lightweight adventure bike offering. The VERSYS-X 300 is not just another small-capacity motorcycle, it's a well-thought-out machine designed for riders who want to explore beyond city limits without the intimidating weight, size, or price tag of larger adventure bikes. In this review, we're going to dive deep into everything the 2025 VERSYS-X 300 has to offer, from its engine performance and riding dynamics, to design updates, technology, comfort, and of course, its price and market positioning. By the end of this review, you'll have a clear idea whether this motorcycle is worth your attention if you're looking for an affordable adventure companion. The heart of the 2025 VERSYS-X 300 is the same tried and tested 296cc parallel twin engine that Kawasaki has been refining for years, derived from the Ninja 300 and Z300 platforms. This engine is liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, and duct, producing around 39 horsepower at 11,500 revolutions per minute and 26 Nm of torque at 10,000 revolutions per minute. Now, those numbers may not sound groundbreaking, especially when compared to larger adventure bikes. But what makes this motor special is its smoothness and ability to rev freely. Unlike single-cylinder engines found in most rivals within this segment, Kawasaki's twin-cylinder configuration offers a level of refinement and linear power delivery that makes highway cruising less stressful. It doesn't vibrate as much, it feels smoother on long rides, and it holds speeds of 110 to 120 km per hour quite comfortably, something many riders demand for real-world touring. For the 2025 update, Kawasaki has made minor refinements to improve efficiency and throttle response, ensuring the VERSYS-X 300 feels even more predictable in both urban traffic and long-distance touring. The 6-speed gearbox remains slick and precise, paired with an assisted slipper clutch. This not only reduces lever effort, making it beginner-friendly, but also prevents rear-wheel hop during aggressive downshifts, a welcome safety feature for adventure riders. Now let's talk about the ride and handling, because this is where the VERSYS-X 300 shines for a motorcycle of its size. At the front, it features long travel suspension with 41mm telescopic forks, and at the rear, you get a unitrack monoshock setup with adjustable preload. The suspension travel is generous enough to handle rough terrains, gravel roads, and the occasional off-road trail while still keeping things composed on smooth highways. Kawasaki has managed to tune this suspension setup in such a way that it doesn't feel overly soft or too firm. It strikes a balance that inspires confidence whether you're riding solo, with a pillion, or carrying luggage. The chassis itself is based on a lightweight steel backbone frame, designed to handle both agility in city riding and stability during touring. At 184 kilograms, the VERSYS-X 300 isn't featherlight, but Kawasaki has managed its weight distribution smartly, making it feel nimble and approachable. It doesn't intimidate new riders the way bigger adventure bikes like the VERSYS 650 or VERSYS 1000 might. When it comes to braking, the VERSYS-X 300 comes with a single 290mm pedal disc up front with a dual-piston caliper and a 220mm rear disc. ABS is standard, as expected in this segment, providing a good balance between safety and control. The braking performance is strong enough for both city commutes and highway cruising, although some hardcore adventure riders might wish for a switchable ABS system for more control off-road. Still, for the majority of riders, the setup is more than adequate. One of the highlights of the VERSYS-X 300 has always been its comfort, and Kawasaki has doubled down on that for 2025. The bike features an upright riding position, wide handlebars, and a comfortable seat that is designed for long-distance travel. The windscreen is tall and provides decent wind protection, making highway rides less fatiguing. For taller riders, the ergonomics feel natural, while shorter riders will appreciate the relatively narrow seat design that makes reaching the ground easier. Despite the 845mm seat height. Design-wise, Kawasaki has kept the adventure DNA intact while giving the 2025 VERSYS-X 300 a sharper, more modern look. The new fairing design features aggressive lines and aerodynamic improvements, while LED lighting all around enhances visibility and style. The bike looks purposeful, with a larger front wheel and longer suspension travel hinting at its adventure touring intentions. Kawasaki offers the 2025 model in several new color options, including bold green-black combinations and stealthy matte finishes, ensuring there's something for riders who want a striking presence on the road. The 19-inch front wheel and 17-inch rear wheel setup, paired with dual-purpose tires, makes it a versatile machine. While it isn't a hardcore off-road motorcycle like some rally-inspired machines, it is capable of tackling dirt tracks, broken roads, and light trails comfortably. For riders who want a versatile companion that can handle both city commutes and weekend adventure rides, this setup is more than capable. In terms of technology, Kawasaki has kept things simple but effective. You get a semi-digital instrument cluster that provides essential information such as speed, RPM, gear position, fuel range, and trip meters. While some riders may expect a full-color TFT screen with smartphone connectivity in 2025, Kawasaki seems to have taken the approach of keeping costs lower and reliability higher. That said, the display is clear, functional, and easy to read in all conditions. The fuel tank capacity of 17 liters is another standout feature. This gives the VERSYS-X 300 a potential touring range of around 400 kilometers or more depending on riding style, making it one of the most efficient and long-legged motorcycles in its segment. For adventure riders who value fewer fuel stops on long trips, this is a significant advantage. Now, let's address the price. The 2025 Kawasaki VERSYS-X 300 is expected to launch at around $6,300 to $6,600 in the US market, which translates roughly to 5 Indian rupees and 20 paise to 5.5 lakh in India and around PKR 19.5 to 20 lakh in Pakistan, depending on taxes and import duties. This places it in a competitive space, directly challenging rivals like the BMW G310 GS, KTM 390 Adventure, and Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. While the KTM and Himalayan may offer more outright performance or off-road ability, the Kawasaki stands out for its refinement, reliability, and versatility. So what makes the 2025 VERSYS-X 300 unique? First, it's the only twin-cylinder bike in the entry-level adventure touring category, giving it an edge in smoothness and high-speed touring comfort. Second, its combination of a large fuel tank, comfortable ergonomics, and Kawasaki's bulletproof reliability makes it one of the most dependable long-distance machines in this space. Third, while competitors are pushing aggressive off-road credentials, Kawasaki has built the VERSYS-X 300 as a true all-rounder, equally happy in the city, on the highway, or on light off-road trails. For new riders who want their first adventure bike, the VERSYS-X 300 is approachable and easy to manage. For experienced riders who want a lightweight second bike for daily use and weekend trips, it's practical and reliable. And for tourers on a budget who want to cover long distances without spending big money on a VERSYS 650 or V-Strom 650, it strikes the perfect balance. At the end of the day, the 2025 Kawasaki VERSYS-X 300 is not about being the fastest or the most off-road capable. It's about being a reliable companion that does everything well enough to keep you smiling whether you're stuck in traffic on a weekday or chasing sunsets on a weekend ride. Kawasaki has delivered a motorcycle that's simple, efficient, and versatile, while still carrying the premium badge and engineering that riders expect. If you've been waiting for a compact adventure bike that can genuinely tour long distances, tackle different terrains, and remain affordable to own and maintain, the Kawasaki VERSYS-X 300 deserves a serious look. It's a motorcycle that doesn't shout for attention, but once you ride it, you realize it quietly excels at everything it promises.